wondering if we could perhaps see it in action at the moment.
Sure.
Because, you know, I did have a chance to preview the information that you did send to me, and I was just awestruck by who was using what and how they actually were using it. So I wonder if we can roll that, and maybe you could just discuss what you're seeing. And so these are a group of 3.
This is a group of 3 friends who've been walking without poles for many years.
Right.
And this is my friend and neighbor across the road who saw me using poles and decided he'd like to try them.
Now this is someone who goes on the Bruce Trail as well.
Very much so, and he has 2 large dogs. And this is my mother-in-law, who is walking with her usual walker, which she needs in order to dissipate pain.
Yeah. Now she's going to walk.
Now this is her walk with nothing. Yeah. She cannot walk evenly.
Yeah.
And you could see with the walker, which she really does need and uses very well, but it's still a very rigid stance.
Yeah.
And this is normal walking.
This, I have to say, my mouth fell open. I actually saw this a couple of times because I was awestruck.
It's fascinating. And on rough ground.
That just blew me away.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just so totally impressed, I have to say.
Well, the first health fair I went to was at the Bayshore Arena, and Marion Walker's my mother-in-law, and she went there, and so she was walking around. She thought it would be a nice demo, and people thought I was paying her to live.
Oh, really?
She couldn't possibly be really like that, but she truly is, unfortunately.
But I mean, her walking style is just amazing, and to me that was just, I could have cheered. I was just so excited.
However much I talk about the poles, and believe me, I can go on way too long, but when you try them, people can discover for themselves the benefits. Yeah. It makes you feel taller. People who use the activators, which are the ones Marion has been using, they feel much more confident. They all say, I feel so safe, or my pain is less.
So just a couple of questions. Now you indicated the activators are used in they have a different tip and a different way.
That's right.
Correct?
These poles are meant to be used, as you saw from Harry and the 3 ladies, Mary Lou and Darlene and Beth. They're used from behind. You're pushing off them. You're propelling yourself forward from behind. Okay. The activator, which is, excuse me while I reach around, the activator is used like a spare pair of legs. And they have a different kind of tip. They're the only ones that have this tip. And it's more like a cane bottom.
Okay, yes.
So they call this a bell tip. There we go. Here, Carol. Who can do it first?
No, I'll let you.
There we go.
I'm apt to go flinging something.
It still has a tread
underneath
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still going to be very grippy.
Yeah, but it has the sharp.
And it still has the carbide tip also.
Right. Which
and
is
so it's great for the grass and for a rough terrain, same as any pole.
Yeah. Excellent.
But this allows the walker, the user, to have, this is a left hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to trade for the other one because it's harder to see maybe. So it's still the same grip, but you've got the pole out in front and it pushes you taller this way. Yeah. The other nice thing about it is instead of relying on the telescopic action, and just in case somebody doesn't have the strength to really snug it up effectively, it has a little button attachment, just like lots of canes have.
Or walkers even.
Or walkers. Yep. Now the thing I love about this, and Carol, you adjust a lot of canes and walkers also, is that there is a silver strip built onto this pole. Yeah. And whenever the silver strip shows up in the windows, you know that the button is somewhere in that row.
Oh,
And you
good.
don't have to
Guess.
search and guess and take it all
And
apart
feel
in order to
foolish.
figure. So all you have to do then is to figure out which window
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want.
excellent.
And they're numbered so that a person, if they're collapsing it
Yeah.
for travel or for
Yeah.
storage, they know that they can
Go
go
back
to
to
a
number.
certain number,
Yeah.
and that's what's
And
right
that
for
makes
them.
it easy.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
One of the things I also noticed in the clips that, and also in the information that you'd sent ahead, was the stride length.
Yes.
Amazing
Yeah.
that it becomes
It's-
a free-flowing striding movement.
That's the propulsion aspect. And one of the reminders of how to use the poles that I like is the 3 Ps.
What's
So it's
Okay, don't keep me
It's
on the cliff.
plant, push, propel. So it's mostly used then for the fitness version.
Right.
So you're planting the pole on the ground,
Yeah.
you're pushing off it and propelling yourself forward. And that forward propulsion really increases your speed.
Wow.
And I know when Harry was telling me about it, the gentleman in the film, he said his very first walk, he shaved 15 minutes off his
Oh my goodness.
his usual. You know, he didn't change anything. He didn't try to go faster.
Yeah.
He was on a rocky part of the Bruce Trail, and you know, his balance was better. He felt more confident, and he just felt able to go quicker.
And this was an experienced walker.
An experienced walker who was not trying in any way to go any quicker. It's automatic.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
The other that I noticed was, and you alluded to it earlier, was the fact that in the walk you can use your upper body and you can
it's
do the
wonderful.
rotation, which I would think would be good for heart and lungs.
It is very much so. Breathing is better. Another person I know who does have chronic lung disease decided to get a pair of poles and was really able to increase his endurance, was able to walk further
Yes.
with no significant increase in effort,
Yeah.
and gradually was able to build up his tolerance to double the length of his walk. And
So-
that's through snow and winter
Right.
conditions also.
Right. So, in your motto, you say polling for fun and health. And from what you're describing, it can be used in for a variety of purposes.
Absolutely.
In a variety of
Yep.
situations and scenarios. Tell us a success story. What sticks out in your mind as far as successes in your time with the poles?
Well, there's one gentleman, I was invited to a meeting of the Parkinson's Society.
Yes.
So I just brought poles to demonstrate. I didn't plan on anybody wanting to
Yeah.
take any home with them. But one gentleman there, he had knee problems. He did have Parkinson's disease. He had back problems. And he was a gentleman who wasn't afraid to, you know, stand up in front of the crowd
Yes.
and exhibit his abilities
Yes.
with the activator poles. He tried both kinds, but he really loved these activator poles. And the people around the room all were commenting. And you hear that a lot. People will whisper, "Oh, look at how tall he is, and look at how fast he's walking, and look at how confidently he's walking, and look, he's so much more comfortable looking." So he
So it's
decided to
immediately
take
evident.
the poles.
You couldn't take your pole home?
I
with you
couldn't,
then?
no. he
You
lived
lost
out of
her
town.
there. Yeah.
Yes, and it was a gentleman who didn't have a lot of, you know, extra cash on hand, but he
Yeah.
felt that that was worth his investment.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, our show is almost over,
Oh,
and
my
I'm
goodness.
wondering how people could get in touch with you if they wanted more information or wanted to just even try the poles, or if they're considering obtaining any.
Sure.
How would they reach you, Anne?
Well, through my phone number at home is 376-9781.
Yes.
I have a website, www.pollingwellness.com.
Yep.
And I guess that those are probably
are the
the
main
best
things.
ways. They're
Excellent.
probably the best ways.
Thank
yeah,
you,
either
Anne.
way. And
Thank
thank you
you.
so much, Carol, for this chance to
My
speak with you.
pleasure. You're watching HealthLink and learning about polling for health. Please join us again for more health-related topics around your community and for you and your family. Thank you again.